show with me. I am Omar Noor. The top headlines include at least three Somali people killed in an explosion in the capital, Mogadishu. United Arab Emirates and Egypt said they have been recruiting Somali soldiers in the country. Somali president has held a meeting with his Egyptian counterpart on the sidelines of the Arab League in Algeria. Somali government forces clashed with Al-Shabaab militants in Hiran region. The Speaker of the Somali Parliament has arrived in Garowe, the capital of Puntland, state of Somalia. Somali Prime Minister has chaired a weekly cabinet meeting that was discussed the recent deadly attack in the capital Mogadishu. Medical aid and doctors from Djibouti arrived in the Somali capital Mogadishu. The severely wounded Somali victims have been airlifted to Turkey for medical treatment. Somali blast death toll has risen at least 128 people. Welcome back to the news in detail. Somali President His Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has held a meeting with his Egyptian counterpart Abdel Fattah al-Sisi on the sidelines of the Arab League Summit in Algiers, the capital of the northern Arab country of Algeria. The meeting between the two leaders have discussed ways to strengthen the bilateral relations between Somalia and Egypt, as well as the cooperation in the security and the military ties. Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has briefed Al-Sisi on the current military operations against Al-Shabaab and the government plans to stabilize the newly liberated areas in the country. Somali president has asked the Arab League leaders to support his government in the fight against Al-Shabaab militants. For his part, the Egyptian leader Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has pledged support for Somalia to win the current war against Al-Shabaab militants. Egypt has been a key ally of Somalia in the military. It has trained dozens of Somali security forces in the country. Somali president has paid a visit in July to Egypt and held talks with his Egyptian counterpart Al-Sisi in Cairo. The talks has just worked and focused on the bilateral relations. Egypt is in deadlock with Ethiopia over the Nile Dam dispute that has affected the Somalia. Somalia has been a key ally of Egypt as the both countries belong to the Arab League and the African Union. Egypt has supported Somalia in the recent years as it had trained Somali soldiers in the country. Egypt has recently opened an embassy in Mogadishu to boost the diplomatic ties between the two countries. Somali president has appreciated the Egyptian support as it is a key ally in the war against Al-Shabaab. Somali military has again executed members of Al-Shabaab in Mogadishu. Two Al-Shabaab operatives were publicly executed on Thursday morning in the capital, Mogadishu, after they were convicted of committing multiple killings in the capital city. Omar Adan Mohammed and Abdullah Ahmed Mumin, both active Al-Shabaab members, were killed too and have shot dead Somali government soldiers in Mogadishu 2018 before being apprehended and persecuted by the government. According to the court, the two men joined Al-Shabaab in 2014 and 18 respectively and were sentenced to death in December 2020. 2 years later, the two men were executed in Mogadishu, bringing the total number of the people executed by the court to nearly 10 in the last 3 weeks. On Tuesday, the court executed Abdullahi Ali Adan in Galkayo after being found of belonging to the militant group Al-Shabaab. He was accused of being responsible for 2018 attack in Galkayo that left 15 people dead, including a prominent cleric Sheikh Abdul Wali Elmi Afyere. 3 kidnapped Kenyan rescued from Al-Shabaab. Kenya has rescued abducted members of by Al-Shabaab. Kenya, in collaboration with Somali security forces on Tuesday, November 1st, mounted a rescue operation that successfully freed 3 people who were taken hostage by Al-Shabaab members. The 3 among 4 people who were abducted after Al-Shabaab hijacked an ambulance that were traveling along the Lafay Road. Confirming the incident, Mandera County Commissioner Omena Kiethe told the Kenyanis.co.k that the arrangements have been made to bring back to the 3 Kenyans from Somalia. They will mostly likely return home today or tomorrow. The Mandera County ambulance attacked to Lafay Health Center had 4 occupants, among them medics during the earlier night attack. The 4th person driver of the ambulance is still under the custody of the militants. The 3 are Maulid Abdi, a patient, his relative Adan Dair, and Lafay Hospital paramedic Abdurrashid Pillow Hussein. Lafay member of the parliament Mohammed Abikar applauded the Kenyan police and Somali security forces for a job well done. I would like to thank our gallant officers who have worked with their counterparts in Somalia and returned the 3 abducted persons to their homes safely, said Abikar. Mandera County Commissioner has also said that he is collaborating with that of the counterpart in Somali's Gado region to ensure the safe return of the driver and the ambulance as well. Kenya has suffered deadly attacks since it sent its troops to Somalia in 2011 to parse Al-Shabaab after a series of kidnappings in its soil. The Kenyan Defense Forces KDF are now part of the African Union mission in Somalia, supporting the Somali government in the fight against Al-Shabaab militants. Kenyan forces are based in Jubaland region, which borders the Kenya. That's all for our today's English news live from Mogadishu. With me, I am Omar No, and the entire team of the program will leave you. Bye for now.